What is up, I Love Basketball TV? It's Coach Ryan Razooky, and today we are talking about how to get fluidity in your jump shot. Keep a nice, consistent rhythm with it and be able to generate the most power from the ground up. I know for a lot of you guys it's difficult to be shooting from a distance and you want to gain some extra range in your shot. So the biggest and easiest way to do that is to get better fluidity. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that, what you are possibly doing wrong, and what you could do better. Now, the probably most common problem that I see with just fluidity and rhythm is going to be the timing of the ball and how it moves in synchronization with your body. So a lot of players will start by standing up sort of like this, not too low, not really loaded and ready to shoot, but the ball's down here. Now, as their body starts to drop, the ball starts to rise, and you can already see how awkward this looks by getting the ball up while my body drops. From there, what happens is now my hips start to thrust forward and push the ball, and now it's going to cause a lot of problems with my hands because I'm not strong enough to shoot like that, so I'll probably end up throwing it with two hands, and my accuracy will begin to decrease. So if I go boom, boom, and create those two separate motions, it's very, very hard to shoot the ball correctly. What I would love to do instead, and to have you do instead, is get that rhythm and that flow very similar to a one motion shooter. Not saying that you have to shoot it one motion, but to be able to step back and further, it's a lot easier from distance like that. So as the ball starts low, you can now see that my body is loaded low and my hips are down. Now as the ball starts to rise slightly before, it's going to be here, ball, boom, reaches set point. You can see that I'm totally extended hips, knees, and ankles. You don't want to have that ball reach your set point while you're still in this position, because now it's going to be that push instead of a good snap. If I can get ball starting down here, up, and it hits the set point right as everything's extended, now I can get this perfect release because the energy is transferring from the ground up together instead of 1, 2, push. So if you're a shooter who brings the ball up while your body goes down, it's very difficult to change that rhythm. And I've worked with a lot of players to do it, but it's hard to completely fix the way that you shoot and the flow and the rhythm that those things happen in. So what we can do is get a chair here, and as we sit down, we put ourselves here at the edge of the chair. This is a bit low here, but now I'm still locked, I'm still loaded, I'm ready on the balls of my feet to shoot the ball. Ball starts right here on my knee, and I'm ready, I'm down, I'm low, and as I go up, I have to rise. I have no choice. I cannot go down when the ball goes up. I don't want to go 1, 2. I want to rise at the same time. So as the ball starts to get off my knee, you can see that I start to get off the chair, it reaches set point, and I shoot. Again, I'm down here, together, ball goes up, body goes up, and release. So now as we're talking about flow and rhythm, we want to move just like water, right? Continuous movement like a waterfall. So now, sometimes you're going to see people that are sitting here, and when they do this drill, they start to go 1, and they have this pause before they shoot, and it says 1, 2. And I don't want to have that because that's terrible for my rhythm. I want to be able to get down and up together. So as you're helping each other out, as you're working on your own shot or working on a teammate's shot, and you start to get up, you want to have that ball fluid throughout the whole shot. You don't want to have any pauses in there because that's going to hinder your rhythm. So now we want to start to add a bounce to it. Just like you would in a game, you're going to end up going dribble, boom, 1, 2, right? And as I dribble, of course, I want to stay low and then go up. I never want to dribble standing up, drop, and then rise up again. It's going to be really hard to keep all that momentum and that rhythm going straight to the basket if I'm at that position. So I'm here, bounce, up, together. And now as I release, I want that same rhythm that I would in a game. So as I stay down in this mid-range, I'll bounce, up, and you can see that my ankles, my knee, my hip, everything is unlocked and ready to release that ball, transferring all the energy through as that ball hits set point. So for a mid-range jump shot, there's going to be a slight pause there because I'm elevating a lot higher and getting over that defense. So different ranges call for a little bit of a different shot. So you can see as I get to here, high set point, nice release, a little bit of a pause. But as I get into a deeper shot, that set point is going to drop a little bit lower and the release timing will be a little bit quicker. So instead of going bounce, up, elevate, shoot, now I'm just bounce, up, shot. Because from this distance, I got to transfer the energy differently because I'm a lot farther. So from inside, there's a slight pause. Up, release. From back, it changes a bit. But what never happens is that ball will never go up as my hips drop. I will never have these two things happen together. So even from back here, I'm bounce, down, together, up, together. Ball hits set point, unlocked, unlocked, unlocked. Down, up. So I'm sure you've seen KD do it, right? Kevin Durant will go down, have the ball touch the floor, and then rise up for his shot. And this is all for the purpose of transferring energy, and that's what fluidity is. Being able to start down here, bounce, rise together, and you can see how that ball always reaches my set point when my hips start to unlock. What I never want to happen is boom, boom, boom. And you can see a huge difference there with how I release the ball. I'm gonna show you one shot here with how you're not supposed to do it, and then one with how you are. So let's say I'm down, ball up, push. And you can see that it's a lot different there with that push, which obviously I don't want to happen. And so of course we want to have that down, boom, release together, and then shoot that one. So if we can keep good fluidity with our shot, that's going to be huge for us to get into our pull-ups and to get into our fades and to get into our step backs and to be able to get into all the shots that we need to, and extending our range. So now we can be a much more prolific shooter and understanding the difference between our mid-range and our three-point shot. But that changes for a lot of people. You might need to have that fluidity without the pause from inside, whereas someone might be able to hold on to that pause a lot further. And I'm never going to tell you to just pause and hold that ball there because that's not great for fluidity. But if you are close enough, you get to see players like Kawhi who elevates, holds for a minute, and then releases because he wants to make sure he's not throwing the ball too hard. And so regardless of any of that, the fluidity with the ball to the body connection is always here, set point at the unlocking points of my hips, my knees, and my ankles. Those things will never change.